What we got there, Dan? Guys, today we're talking about dumps, and more specifically, gear dumps. With all the boys, we're gonna share all the gear, some of our favorite things to help get you any last minute stuff you might need for your hunting season. Featuring Jacob the Webb. Bam, bam, bam.
You just
What's
lost
your favorite
that.
tag this year?
I like this. My favorite tag is my Wyoming elk tag.
Dan, what's your top secret tag you ain't telling no one about?
Hey, you'll find out soon enough. No, I'm going back to New Mexico, but not that one unit. A different one. Pretty excited about that. Plus, I love hunting Idaho. It's kind of like my home state, kind of.
Supposed to be one of these. I'm taking that one.
I do. It's like, do we not trade?
I heard you own 2 liters of water too, Dan.
I don't think I own water. I owe a container that holds water. That desert stole my soul.
This is low light.
Look at that ventilation. Just fly down.
Big old hanging out.
Do I gotta fly down?
Yeah.
Your beans didn't feel the breeze?
No, I didn't. But that's a pro tip for a hunting season when you need a little extra ventilation.
Not when you know which way to win.
I hit the foam at 50. I must be tuned. Guys, on this week's episode of ElkShape's Doodads, what's another word for doodads? Doodads and
Gadgets. Widgets.
doodads and gadgets and widgets. We got 3 of our favorite things for hunting season, and I switched up some stuff. I wanted to share it with you before you got out there for hunting season. Switch up number 1. I'm going back to my roots. Zamberlin boots with boa straps, which I have never ever worn on my hunting boots, but I've worn them on my wading boots. Do you have some experience with them? I guess I don't know what I don't know till I run them. It's pretty cool to be able to put them on, tighten them down, and they're ready to rip. These are from Black Ovis. A lot of people think they only carry Crispies. They carry a whole bunch of high quality boots, and boots are personal. I don't know. My feet are like narrow, have a little arch in them. 5 years ago, I ran Zamberlins, and they were the best boots I had ever worn. I bounced around. Never found my Huckleberry, so I'm coming back to my Huckleberry. Zamberlins. I wear 11.5. These run true to size. They're non-insulated. I won't wear insulated boots until October, maybe November. Lots of hiking. Hiking keeps my feet warm, so non-insulated, Vibram soles. I always have like these for just hiking around, jumping on rocks, jumping on sticks. Like, the grip's always been good.
So this first thing is from Kufaru. It is my spike camp bag. I keep this fully loaded in my truck. When I have a hunch that I'm going to be going into an area that is expensive to me is 3 to 5 miles one way in just to get to elk. That's when I'll throw this in my hoodlum. Not always do I deploy it, but if I need to, I find a good spring or a good water source, a great place to camp, and I can shave 3 to 5 miles one way. That's 6 to 10 miles a day that I'm not spending energy, that commodity, just getting to elk. I'm just gonna wake up, so I don't camp right on the elk. I don't wanna be too close, but I wanna camp on the fringe and I wanna have a water source, spike camp bag. And there's been times where I've set it down, hunted the elk, bumped the elk out of the area, came back, put it in my backpack, walk of shame home. And then there's other times where I've set it down to an awesome water source, chased the elk around, didn't booger them, come back, spike camp's there, I'm asleep within an hour, dinner down the hatch, and the next morning I'm right on those elk again. So spike camp bag.
My first product of gear is going to be the marsupial harness. Dan and Tim both were giving me shit the last couple years of carrying too much stuff on my chest, and that is probably true. I was running the Alaska Guide Creation harness. It was a good harness. The one thing I will say, that thing bounced a lot, probably due to all of the stuff I had in it. This strap system is money. This I've ran for antelope, I ran it for bear now, and it stays in place. It has plenty of accessory pockets to hold everything I need, and I do carry a lot of stuff. This side pouch, I'll run chapstick, a lighter, calls, my tags, all in this front pocket, rangefinder here. When you guys look at this, you're like, oh, that's all you can hold. Well, I stick, obviously binos go in here. There's times where I'll run my glasses in here if we're riding, close it up. But there's also a pocket back here, and you guys can stick stuff there. I got a knife on this side, and you have a pocket on this side, so you can run a wind indicator. You guys, these can carry more gear than you actually need. Streamline your system, put stuff in your pack, just keep the essentials in here. I should have switched to this a long time ago, and part of that is due to Tim. So thank you, Tim, for recommending these. Thank you, Marsupial, for sending us this product. I love this thing.
What I keep in there is a lot of just your basic stuff, but what I'll talk to you guys about today is 2 things out of the spike camp bag. This is this new pad I'm running. This is from Big Agnes. This is the Deluxe Q Core. This is definitely going to be, I think the R value is around 4. It doesn't weigh that much. We'll put the specs on this right here, but ultimately this is where you're gonna get, I mean, the ground is colder than your body, right? Your body's at 98-ish temperature. So the ground's going to, like convection is going to suck the heat away from your body. So that's why when you're on the ground, you wanna have something separating your body from the ground. So this pad from Big Agnes comes with a pillow. This is gonna be awesome for me. This is an upgrade. I was running a Climate, and that's a good one, but the width just wasn't very big, and I kept rolling off at night. Apparently I sleep on my sides when I'm in the mountains, so once this inflates, it should get me some pretty decent width and length and keep me warm and cozy. The older I get, the more I don't make fun of myself. I used to not bring a pillow. I would just roll a puffy up or something. I always bring a pillow in the backcountry. This is from Climate, super easy, super light. Last but not least, and I mean, obviously just real quick, these aren't gear I'm talking about, but old school bivy sack from Outdoor Research. The Versalite weighs 1 pound, 12 ounces from Western Mountaineering. Platypus, water tank, dirty tank. You use a Sawyer, gravity fed. This is for Jake. I owe that to you. I lost one of his in the desert. And this is the tent Gossamer. We're gonna link that in this corner right here. We did a complete review on my backcountry tent and it's very thorough. And this is not a hunting brand, but this is like a super affordable, very awesome solo backcountry tent that's light and awesome and amazing. So check that review out.
Don't mind these Vortex Viper 10x42s. These are great. These are amazing. This little bino harness clamp, I gotta give props to. There's like a handful of different bino harness clamps, and they all cost a little bit of money, and they're all kind of cumbersome. And I always thought there had to be like a way to just have something simple on your binos. And Jared Lyle of Huntin' Fool, shout out to Jared, showed me this while we were up in Alaska. Our Alaska trip was amazing. We'll link that right here. Let me show you. Clips into my tripod, super simple, and there's no friction in and out of the bino harness. Check this out. Some of you are gonna ask what this tripod is. I actually wouldn't recommend it for a hunting tripod, but I use it for my cameras. It's like dual purpose for me, but this is a Peak Design tripod. 1, 2, boom. And I can be glassing off of a tripod, which if you haven't done it yet, it's a game changer. It stays on, it's lightweight. I think it's just under $40. And we'll have all this gear linked down in the description for you guys.
Next is going to be some food. I've tried lots of different brands. Peaks by far is my favorite. This is actually not my favorite. My favorite is the Bison Mashers, and it is a Chad Mendez signature series. One thing that I'll say is you guys need to eat more food than you think during elk season. So these are just over 1,000 calories, this one is. You guys need to have lots of food, lots of snacks, eat consistently throughout the day. There's good clean stuff in this, and these are 2 servings, and let's be real, we're gonna eat this whole thing. You're not sharing this with somebody else. Get good food, eat a lot, don't let yourself waste down. You guys gotta stay in tip-top shape to chase elk. Skirt. Third, these are the Black Ovis pants. Cut.
How big is that package, dude? See, I don't have those. Those look nice.
These are secret.
Dang, must be nice to be on the ends.
All right, you ready?
VIP list, yeah.
So Black Ovis Distillation pants. I have ran these so far in the desert, chasing antelope, crawling through the desert, doing the army crawl, stalking in on goats. I love these pants. So cargo pockets with zippers, super easy to get access to. You got really nice pockets here. You got a clip for your knife. You got zips on the back. But these things are very stretchy. They're very comfy. They have a nice button snap here. They run pretty close to size. The one thing I do like about these is they're affordable. So if you guys are spending $250 for pants, that's a lot. Check out Black Ovis. They have a great product. They have tons of different colors. Dan's wearing some right now.
Pro tip, get in on this. So hey Jake, how are you? See this?
Yes, he's putting his hand in my pocket.
Stick your hand in your pocket for a second. See how it's kind of tough to get your hand in your pocket? That's the only, so we have to be real on this channel. That is the only downfall of these pants. I love them to death, but it's just, they needed to maybe make this a little wider because Jake's banana hands can't fit in there.
My hand fits. I wish they had knee pads. If you guys want my opinion, these needed knee pads.
And he ain't talking about for hunting, folks.
For hunting.
Guys, this little ditty right here I went through like half a dozen releases. We made a couple testing different release videos, and this just ended up being my huckleberry. This was a recommendation from the guys at the shop, specifically Forrest. One day I was like, hey, why don't you try mine? It just kind of stuck. Previously I was shooting the Ultraview hinge. I didn't have any real problems with the hinge. I just liked this better. Simple as it is, I do like that this third finger you can adjust right here, and you can adjust that in or out, and I have it adjusted all the way out, so it's just a little easier for me to pull through the top of my hand. Simple as it is, it's comfortable, it fits, it works well, I trust it. The adjustments are simple. Hunting with a hinge 2022, we're gonna give it another go. I have no recommendations as to what you should hunt with. You should hunt with whatever you hunt best. I'm just a regular guy that tries hard and likes shooting my bow, and this is what I'm gonna use this year in 2022.
The third thing I'm going to talk about is good old-fashioned pyro putty. Now, pyro putty to me looks like just food coloring with cotton balls and Vaseline. So you could just do cotton balls and Vaseline. This stuff works awesome. I got to test it out this spring bear hunting in a rainstorm. Couldn't get a fire started, dug deep in my pack. And there's nothing worse than when you need a fire and it's tough to get one going. This is going to be fire's key. That's what we like about hunting elk specifically is if you're hungry, eat. If you're tired, rest. If you're cold, put on more layers or start a fire. If there's a storm, have a shelter. Just super basic stuff that gets overlooked. We wish you nothing but success. Enjoy the ride. Elk hunting is finite. September has 30 days in it. We all aren't blessed to hunt every day, so make the most of it. Don't squander a second. Enjoy every step. Enjoy the journey. We can't wait to hear your awesome stories.
Thanks you guys for watching. We appreciate you guys. We're gonna do a lot more of these gear reviews. Let us know if there's products you want us to review. Let us know about your gear that you like. If there's something you want to see us review, shoot us a message. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. We appreciate you guys. We're excited for this season.
Guys, Dan gave me this Buck Knives flipper that I dig, and we'll have a link down in the description. It's smooth, it's sharp, and it's really comfy in the hand. I do like it as a little bonus tip.
You have to call me daddy, actually. That's the #1 rule around the shop.
If you move any slower, you have to speed up to stop.
It hit the target and I think it's in the grass 30 yards back.
Look at this penetration.
Yeah.
Shit, we got to get
Yeah.
a girlfriend status on Jake. So